This is lesson 6.2, where we're going to be looking at a reflection activity. We've got an important stage within our course where we've done lots and lots of exploration. We've explored a project sprint, we've built our toolkit, we've explored the principles and processes to do with learner-centered pedagogies and project-based learning. And this is a good time for us to pause and reflect before we go into the next modules where we're going to be doing some planning and design of our own. This module is all about pausing and reflecting. In the last lesson, we spent some time looking again at a recap of some of the key messages that we're looking through in this course. In this lesson, you're going to revisit your KWL reflection from the very beginning of the course. KWL stands for what you want to learn and what you have learned. And in the next slide, we're going to be looking at the instructions for that activity. Lesson 6.2 is all about you reflecting on your learning experience and considering what you might change within your practice. Let's look at some of the instructions for you to do now. KWL asks you to reflect on what you already know about the topic. It asks you to record what you want to explore or learn. And it also asks you to consider and capture what you have learned throughout the actual course. And it's these last two sections that we're going to pay a bit more attention to in this reflection activity. Go back and dig out your KWL chart from your resource pack. Explore any notes that you had recorded from the very beginning and what you had actually said about what you want to learn and also what you already know. And I'd like you to spend about 15 minutes or so just updating the want to learn and learn sections. You might write down, first of all, what have I learned so far? What are some of the key things that are resonating with me? I feel that I've developed an understanding of. And also you might still have lots of questions that you want to learn. You might continue to add to that middle section there as well. So spend about 15 minutes going back to that reflection and updating that for this point in the course. The KWL chart is something that you can use and add to your toolkit. It's got a little symbol at the top here. You could add this to your work with your students to help them to capture the things that they are learning too. You might like to pause there because in the next part, I'm just going to explain what's coming next. You could always come back to this after you've completed the activity. Okay, what's next? The module 7 coming up is all about your project design. This is the chance for you to take the lessons learned, take the things that you've been exploring and start to apply it within your own context. During the next part, you're going to be potentially maybe working with others or on your own to develop a project plan which starts to demonstrate some of those learner-centered approaches. You're going to use hexagonal mapping to represent links across your curriculum. Can you remember the hexagonal mapping that we did as part of our toolkit, where we have individual ideas on a single hexagon, and you start to map those ideas together. You'll also have some time to share any concerns and ask for help. It's probably a good time to be checking in with colleagues, checking in on the WhatsApp group as well as you start to develop your own plans. There's going to be some opportunity for you to really connect with others who are experiencing this course as well and make sure that you're getting the help that you need, but also sharing your ideas too. I'm really looking forward to supporting you in the next module as we explore our project design.